against exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only win against exception on my cool. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that,
to kick off.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Sanders.
Here's 2nd and 10.
For Davius White on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Andre Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Ravens nothing. Albert Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker Miles Jack able to knock that one away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 3rd down, Jackson. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their key.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get... Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
They'll take over.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Ravens nothing.
Second down at 5. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Will line up.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. To throw is Jackson, and this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
At the 41.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He gets this one to Johnson. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Number 80.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 20-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Jackson now. Steps away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Play action. Now Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Defensively.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Jackson.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Colt Bob Sanders.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
23 yards on the play.
1st and 10.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Easy. It's a safety cream. 57 the mark. 57. Easy. Ready? Alert 3. Alert 3. Quarter.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Lockett the return. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. He finds his man Johnson. And all the way up to the 46. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Flush to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
And 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play.
6.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown,
Lamar Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, My thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
Ravens 12. Pat O'Donnell set to kick
After
off.
the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Lockett the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
At the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He'll find Miller. That's complete. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Sanders has got it complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
1st and 10.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it up. And he's in. Touchdown.
Party going up. A champ with the crown.